Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Jamie Aaron, and today I'm going to show you how to make your funk rhythm guitar parts a little bit more melodic. With just a few steps, you can take those funk guitar parts and make them a little bit more interesting, a little more of a hook. Instead of just playing some chords and strumming a rhythm pattern, you can really make your chord parts melodic. That's not going to get in the way of the main melody of the song, but it'll make your parts more interesting and really fit in the pocket and the groove. So for our first example, we're going to be playing in the key of E minor. We're going to use an E minor 7 chord like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of a little melody first. So here's my little melody, a little single note melody. This melody is coming out of the E Dorian scale, the scale you might use with an E minor 7 chord. My little melody is going to go like this. So the notes for this little melody will be D twice, C sharp, B, A, G, A, and G. And to make that fit in with our chord, we're just going to play that same E minor 7 bar chord here at the 7th fret and just make sure that the top note of the chord is always that melody note. So we're going to attack that with the D on top twice, then the C sharp. So I'm playing all 5 strings here. Then the B on top. Now when we get to this A, which I'm playing with my pinky on the 2nd string 10th fret, now the melody note is on the 2nd string, meaning I'm going to use a little bit of my first finger bar to mute the 1st string, since we don't need that, because the melody is going to be on the top string. We don't want to obscure the melody. So there's that top melody. And then the next note G, we're just going to play this E minor 7 chord and make sure that that G is the top note. Back to the A, back to the G. Here it is slowly. And you'll notice I'm kind of pulling my fingers off of the strings in between those notes to keep it muted. So when I pull my fingers off, I'm still keeping the fret shape. I'm still keeping the chord shape on the fret. I'm only pressing down when I need the chord. That way you can get a real staccato pointed attack. But really all I'm doing is playing this melody and playing an E minor 7 chord, just always making sure that the melody is the top note of the chord. One more time slowly. And faster. So see if you can come up with a little single note melody that happens above a bar chord like this E minor 7, and put that melody on top, and just always make sure the melody is the top note of the chord. Now for our second example, here's one way the melody might not be on the top note of the chord, and I'll show you why. Here's the second example. All right, so we're in the key of A minor, and I'm taking this A minor 7, turning it into an A minor 6, and then an A minor. Just an A minor triad. So I could play it like this, just 3 notes with the 2nd note being the top melody note. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. But to make it sound a little bit more interesting and give it a little tension, I'm going to play that high E string. I'm going to play the A with the bar on the 5th fret. So I get this ringing A. It's not the melody note. The melody note is really this. But having this on top, it creates a nice little bit of tension, a little bit of dissonance, a nice rub. And then when I put the rest of the chord in, we get these chords: A minor 7, A minor 6 or A minor 13, and just A minor. So here's the whole part. So that'll make that melodic, but you get that nice little bit of tension. This is something common to what Prince did, especially on his earlier recordings. All right, for our third example, we're gonna do something in a dominant 7 key. We're gonna be playing over E7. It goes like this. All right, so in this version, our melody is gonna be, we're thinking like an E9 chord, but we're only gonna use the top. So if we're thinking in the key of E, that gives us the flat 7, the 9, and the 5. And when we slide this shape up 2 frets, up to the 9th fret, we get the root, the 3rd, and the 13th. And I just pick it at the 7th fret, but slide, and then back down. So the chord melody will be happening there. But then this time we're gonna add in some single notes. Adding that C sharp, and then the G with a slight bend. And remember, just a quick review with funk, we're always gonna be playing 16th notes with that right hand, and I'm putting the muted 16th notes in between the spaces where I'm not playing the notes. So 1 E and a 2 E. So that 2 E is gonna be muted. And that little slight bend on the 3rd, it's that great note when you play the blues, there's that note that's in between the minor 3 and the major 3. So it's that note. And then I'm gonna go to D, to E, and back to D. And these are gonna be single notes. So that's the first half of the phrase. And then we'll do that again. But this time, we're gonna take this little E7 shape, but actually start at a half step lower, like an E flat 7, but without the root. And I'm playing it with my first finger and second finger. First finger's on the G natural, 5th fret, 4th string. Second finger is on the D flat, that's on the 6th fret, 3rd string. And when we slide that up a half step, we get an E7. So once again, we're playing chords, but we get this little da, da, this little melody. So we put it all together, here to slow. We get this cool little part that has both chords that are melodic and single note lines. So next time you're coming up with funk parts, or you want to come up with a cool guitar part that fits in a tune, in a track, try coming up with a little single note melody and putting the chord underneath it. That way your chord part will be melodic, but still retain the elements of funk rhythm guitar. Thanks for watching this video. Please click like, subscribe, and follow me for more guitar lessons, gear demos, and performances. Thanks for watching.